Hey, what up, everybody? It's Nitro from Life's Resurrection Project. And I told you I was going to have my bro. This is, everybody, this is Squirm the Worm. Say hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Squirm the Worm.
Did that look like it was coming out of my mouth?
No, Nitro, it didn't look like it was coming out of your mouth.
Not a very good ventriloquist. All right, everybody. Me and Squirm the Worm, we're going to check this stuff out.
You might recall from a previous video about a woman named Lauren Combs who lives in a house in the middle of nowhere. Ever since moving in, she can't shake the feeling that something is haunting her. Lauren tries her best to ignore this feeling, but there have been countless instances of her dog Luna seeing things that she can't, and many other strange occurrences that are thought to be paranormal in nature. Although most of these incidents are pretty spooky, it's the most recent video that was captured that is by far the most unsettling. It's close to midnight when the following takes place inside Lauren's living room. Lauren writes, "Ignoring it is out of the question now. I'm just going to document what I can and start to reach out to people that can come help." This is her footage.
No. I know. Poor dog. That was scary, wasn't it, Mr. Loose? Yep. Squirm the Worm, you agree, right? Yep. Oh, watch out. It might be Jeepers Creepers, right? Oh, I know. That's the dog barking.
Strangely, Lauren's dog begins to whimper before an object falls on its own. It's almost as though her dog had sensed the strange activity that was about to ensue. Following that, a doorbell starts to go off on its own, but the footage outside shows no one at the door. Now, as many viewers have stated, opening the door may not have been a good idea, as according to them, whatever was ringing the doorbell is now inside the house. Although it isn't sure if something was let in, the following incident seems to suggest otherwise. It's 3 in the morning when suddenly this happens.
Because my search is 6 and I'm 1. I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous. Don't please think about numbers again. A great and accurate decision. Yes, Captain. Yes. So, Captain, your horticulture is harvestable. Good for all things. I'm very happily in that. He's hungry.
All of a sudden, Lauren's hair is pulled by something. At first, Lauren thought that her cat had done this, but upon looking all around, she noticed that her cat wasn't there. As one would imagine, she was left beyond spooked. The activity in her home seems to be getting worse, and it seems that she isn't getting much help to solve this problem. But of course, what are your thoughts? Is Lauren being haunted by something? Or is something else going on here? An anonymous individual named S had broken into a house that is said to be haunted. The residents of this place no longer live on the property, as according to sources, they had gone missing. The husband and wife who lived here mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened to the couple, but it's rumored that something terrible occurred. It was after their disappearance, however, that a family member shared surveillance footage from inside the couple's house. This footage was taken from the couple's security cameras, and it shows things that occurred before they went missing. Overall, though, the footage is pretty creepy to say the least. Take a look at these clips and see what you think.
Yeah, it did, Squirm the Worm. Yeah, I seen that shit.
No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No way.
It's time to go, Nigel.
Yeah, it's time to go. That's what I'm saying.
Although pretty creepy, it wasn't scary enough to deter someone from breaking inside. An anonymous individual named S had seen the footage and decided to check out the property for himself. Little did he know, this was a bad idea. He breaks into the property by entering through a window on the second floor. He goes in
Biketoberfest
and immediately
2006.
feels uneasy.
That was a good time,
This
wasn't
is
it?
what he caught.
I don't remember, Nigel.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But it was 2006. Pretty scary.
Yeah, it is, Nigel. I don't know how you get in these things, Nigel.
I don't know. I just told him you squirmed the worm was coming over to hang out. Are you scared? I know I'm scared too. Are you shaking? No, you're not shaking. All right, cool. Watch. That was a shadow.
Yeah, Nigel.
It was only after the mysterious knocking had stopped that the intruder looked to the side and saw what appeared to be a shadowy figure peeping from down the hall. It seems to be observing
Yeah, I
him
seen
before
it.
creeping away from sight. Not sure if he was just seeing things, he walks over to where the figure was seen, but eerily finds nothing there. Now, it wasn't until posting this video that viewers had noticed something odd about the figure. After being spotted by the intruder, it moves in such a way that seems very unnatural.
I
It
don't
almost
know.
appears to be floating or even sliding away from view. Just like the surveillance footage from earlier, viewers find this video baffling. But there is yet to be more footage posted.
There you go.
Until then, we'll have to base our judgment on the evidence currently at hand. Doubtless, this video is pretty spooky.
And there's a fireball in that, Nigel.
Fireball. It's a little early
The
for
following
fireball.
video shows a real estate agent showcasing a property on camera when something pretty creepy is caught on tape. The footage comes from a YouTube channel owned by a real estate broker named Santiago Sanchez, who's been uploading videos of homes that are up for sale. By filming these properties and putting them on his channel, Santiago has been able to sell most homes. But, out of all the houses he's filmed, there's one in particular that he doubts will ever be sold. On June 15 of 2015, Santiago had posted a video unlike any other he's posted before. The video starts off with him standing in front of the house, seeming a bit scared, as he tells us that the owner had warned him not to go inside unless he thought it was necessary.
Yeah, I
Me
know
han dicho,
what
no
that's
entres, pero si quieres ir a grabarla, puedes grabar el vídeo, pero ten mucho cuidado, no salte de la casa rápido. Casi me voy a atrever a entrar.
No hable inglés, Nacho.
Me no
Y
habla
este es el vídeo.
According to the owner, he and his family had promptly left the house late one evening after experiencing strange activity for months. Ever since then, the house has been empty. Now, it wasn't until weeks later that the family had reached out to Santiago asking for his help in selling their property. Although a house like this is hard to sell, he still showcased the property on the off chance that someone might still buy it. But little does he know that something downright creepy would happen while being inside. Upon entering the house, he smells a strong, foul odor that seems to linger throughout the property. He then walks over to the kitchen and sees that a colony of ants has taken over the sink.
It wasn't me,
Now, according to the
Nacho.
owner, there have been sudden
Did you?
infestations of
Oh my
flies and
God.
other insects throughout the house, which Santiago finds very odd. Although strange, it isn't as unusual as what happens
I
later
think
in the
he
video.
who smelt it
Have
dealt
a
it.
look.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias. Es raro. Esto nunca se lo llevaron. No quiero alejarme mucho de la puerta, la verdad.
What?
I'm scared,
Esto está horrible,
Nacho.
este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan
Ay, sí.
horrible en poco tiempo.
I'm here. You'll be alright.
Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible, como podrido.
Yeah, I noticed there was a strong odor too.
Santiago then proceeds to go inside a bedroom that has a hidden closet. The owner states that his family has felt a certain presence inside this
Swerve
closet
the worm.
and has kept it
Crop
shut for the
dusted
longest
me.
time, until recently. Feeling a bit spooked, he heads on over to the other rooms, where he begins to feel even more uneasy. What
Really?
happens then has left him baffled.
Aquí pueden observar dónde estaba el master bedroom, la habitación principal. Pueden ver que todavía hay cosas, pero pueden ver cómo rápidamente cogieron toda la ropa y se marcharon. Pueden ver ahí todas las perchas. Rápidamente sacaron toda la ropa, la cargaron en el coche y desaparecieron. Dejaron bastantes cosas detrás de ellos. Hay un olor extraño, como podrido, en este área de la casa. Este es el otro cuarto, pueden observar. Todavía hay cosas, pertenencias. Bastante raro. Ahora lo que vamos a hacer va a ser aquí en la pared. Hay unas marcas en la casa, en varias áreas. Es como serían marcas, uñas de alguien que ha raspado, o definitivamente son algo raro que están rayadas las paredes en varias áreas. Esta es la bueno, esta es la parte de arriba. Es extraño, la verdad. Este es el otro hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Ahí hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño. Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaban a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrieron, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir a grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y ya, no, mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa, pero otra vez, si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy importante, ¿ok?
The chair, without warning, rocks on its own. It is at this point that Santiago
Yeah, I know,
decides
I've
to leave
seen
the
that. You see
premises
that?
while trying to keep
Yeah, I
calm
see
by
that
talking
now,
more about the
bro.
property. The sudden infestation of flies, ants, and other insects, plus the markings on the walls, as well as the foul odor throughout the home, have led viewers to believe that the house is haunted. And of course, the chair moving on its own was enough to convince them that something paranormal had occurred. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion. For now, this video remains a total mystery. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Okay. Number 12.
This next video was suggested by Armando
You know what's
Caesar,
scary?
who says he has no idea where
I'm
this
doing
video
this
originally
reaction
came
video
from.
with
The source is unknown.
you.
But after doing a bit of research, he was able to gather some info on the footage. According to Armando, the woman in this video is a house cleaner
everybody,
who's been
that's
cleaning
smart
an
in the line.
extremely old house for years.
Yeah,
She usually comes at night to clean the place, and almost every night while being there, she swears that she can hear voices and footsteps from the floor above, even though no one else is inside the home. One evening, the cleaning lady's friends dare her to clean the house, but with the lights off, and to record whatever happens. Although hesitant at first, she took the dare, thinking it would be a great idea, as she would
Yeah, I
prove to her
wouldn't do it
friends
either.
that she's
Smart
not
to watch.
crazy and the house is actually haunted. But she would later come to realize that this was actually a bad idea. It's late at night, the lights are off, and the woman is at this place. This is what was captured.
Have I to really cope there? Huh? What? God. Can't scare me, you bastard, I'm coming. Faraman.
I guess you could see my hand. You see my
To
hand
prove that
turning
it
his
is-
head, squirm the worm.
Top of banister.
Yeah, no,
Hello,
girl.
Pauline, I'm
It's
myself.
your hand out of my booty.
Sounds like there's something in that bedroom. I'm up to top of
Are you shaking? Calm down there. Don't shake so much. It's okay.
I don't know, that girl's scared.
It's alright. It's okay. Squirm the worm. Here, I'll stroke you, squirm the worm. There you go. You don't have to be scared.
Oh,
Wow. I think you like that.
I can hear a noisy background, but it's in that cupboard, and it is the airy cupboard. So that's where Bournemouth is, and it sounds like it's just someone's just come up at the back of me. Door, Alex. Now I want to go back down now. Right, I've just shut door. I've just shut door. Bed, I'm gonna sit on the foot. I daren't move.
Would you be in there though?
No,
Do you know if it
no.
was? Give me a second. Fuck. Ah!
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 Oh, no,
I'm going
man.
down.
Now, normally anyone who encounters something like this would flee from the house immediately, but it seems that the cleaning lady was feeling pretty brave that night. However, If it wasn't for the following incident, this video would have been a lot longer. What happens next, before heading downstairs, has left her completely shook. This is what she caught.
Door for me, please. I have just seen something. I have just seen something. Right, that's it. I'm off down. I can't take no more. I am frigging down.
A loud bang comes from one of the rooms, at which the woman points the camera and captures something by the door. It happens real fast, but if you slow the footage and pause at the right time, you can see what appears to be a palish-looking figure peeping at the woman from behind the door. Eerily enough, it seems to have been standing there even before the camera points at it. It is at this point that the woman has seen enough and decides to call it a night. Now, with all that's happened in this video, one can't help but think if something paranormal had truly occurred. If so, then the dare she took proved to be successful. Yet, not much info is given on the video to prove that it's either real or fake, so it's up to you to come up with your own conclusion. As is often the case with videos like this, what happened that night remains a total mystery. The following video comes from Donna Ayres, who can't help but feel that something is haunting her. According to Donna, there have been strange happenings inside her home that neither she nor her family could explain. In 2009, Donna's brother had passed away due to unknown reasons, but ever since his death, Donna has been feeling very scared. Objects inside her house move by themselves, which seems to happen whenever Donna is present. While some believe that her brother's ghost is responsible for the unusual activity, as it might be a sign of him reaching out to her, Donna believes that something else is inside her
reaching
home,
up through her.
something very malicious.
What do you think of that, Squirm
One
Nora?
night, while being home alone, Donna sees the following and begins to record. This is what she captured.
It's not me, is it, the camera? Hang on, guys, I'm just going to get a better view because this is amazing. I'm just going to turn the light up a bit as well. If that's you, please move it again. That is moving.
Was it moving?
Oh my god, that is moving.
It is moving, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
Strangely, the chandelier moves on its own. It gently sways back and forth before the video comes to an end. Like with most occurrences, this one has left her spooked. But this wouldn't be the only occurrence caught on camera, as something way more creepy is captured. A few days after the previous incident, Donna is in her kitchen when out of nowhere, she notices one of her mugs moving on its own. She immediately begins to record and captures this.
As you can see, just so you don't think I'm quizzing, I'm not going too close because I get launched out, but there's nothing under there. That's just a bracket from an old drawer that used to be there. There's nothing in the cupboard, it's just cutlery and stuff. Nothing under there apart from pots and pans. There's no magnets, that's just a switch. There's nothing there at all. Nothing out of the ordinary, but yet keeps moving. Can you move it again, please? If you're here, move it.
Yeah, I don't want him to move it again either.
If you're here. Yeah. I'll just show you as well. There's nothing underneath, there's nothing. It's just an old metal cup. Metal. Weird. Oh my gosh. The surface isn't wet or anything, it's all dry. So there's no reason for it to be moving.
If there
I
was
know.
nothing below the counter that could have been moving the cup, then how is it doing this on its own? As with all other occurrences Donna has seen, she believes that something supernatural had done this. Although not sure what exactly had moved the cup, the same paranormal entity is thought to be responsible for the following incident. But unlike other incidents, this one has got to be the creepiest. At the start of the video, Donna is informing us of a strange incident involving her toy fish tank, which we can see in the video. But, while telling us what happened, something pretty creepy is captured.
Yeah, I know you want a
We
toy
can hear
fish tank.
Donna's dog reacting to bizarre occurrence as it happens.
But yeah, that's basically the new tank. I'll just keep it in the background
What?
and you can see.
Just calm down.
Just strange.
Calm down, okay?
Feelings. Almost like you can feel the dark entity that's here. And it's almost like a pressure around you. And the only thing you can do is record it so people see it. Rather than just say it and no one see what's happening at the same time of what's going on. So, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. They certainly acted a bit weird. It's so strange, yeah. I can feel it inside here right now. And yet I don't.
Yeah, I know our cross is moving.
There it is, that girl.
You see that?
Yeah, I saw it, that girl. Her shit is all over the place.
I don't know if you guys are seeing that. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Someone gets it. My chain's moving on my neck.
Mysteriously, her necklace appears to be tugged by something. It is at this point that she's seen enough to be brought to tears by this incident. Now, it's worth mentioning that Donna had played with a Ouija board prior to one of these incidents.
Yep.
She
With the
believes
Ouija
that this
board
might have
again,
worsened the
didn't it?
activity in her
Yeah, I know.
home, but isn't sure if that's the reason.
What do I say?
Viewers beg to differ, but as always, I'll let you be the judge as to whether or not something paranormal is happening. Are all of these
That's
events
right.
indicative of something supernatural? Or is something else going on here?
Number 10.
This next video features a family of 3 who lives in a house that they believe is haunted. The family has experienced many strange occurrences inside this house, but out of all things encountered, there's one incident that is by far the creepiest. The following is the video they took. The video begins with the father of the family who's recording what appears to be a small pool for children. According to him, his son Rowan was playing with mom inside the pool when he points to the house and says that he could see a man in the window.
And right there in that room, that's where Rowan said that he saw a man inside there. And he sat in the pool right here, and he sat there staring up. And he said, "That's a man." And he kept looking in there and said, "There's a man in there." So
If no one had been inside, then who or what did Rowan see? Rowan's mother states that she was creeped out by her son's comment, but it's what happened later that day that creeped her out the most. After playing in the pool, they both go inside to dry up, when Rowan walks over to the dining room where the figure was seen and stares at something for a very long time. Unsure as to what he was seeing, she asked him if there was something there, to which he nodded and said, "I could see a man with big black hair." He also says that he looks like an airplane, which neither of his parents could understand. But then, after telling us this story, the father goes on to record his son and ask him more questions about this man.
No, not Joe.
He hurt his brain? In
And then what happened? Did he say anything?
Bang your head. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Good night, girl. He hurt his butt.
Now, it could be the case that he's just saying whatever comes to mind, as most children do. But what happens later in the video has left both parents baffled. This is what was caught.
Well, do you have anything else to add? He apparently sees a man.
Oh, yeah. Squirm the worm. Yeah? Squirm the worm. You
That's a
listen to
big
me.
man?
Who do you want to say hi to?
The father
Hi,
captures
Layla.
footage of his son, who appears to be seeing something.
Is he there?
Will you say hi to Layla?
What's he look like?
He
looks
always says that. He looks,
he looks like an airplane.
There's another man.
He's a black man.
He's a black man? Okay, he's a black man. Right?
After giving another detail about the man, he walks over to the dining room and sits at the entrance. He then points to the corner and says that he could see the man standing right there. As you might have guessed, the parents can't help but think that their child has seen a ghost. Now, it could be that their son has an overactive imagination and are therefore mistaking an imaginary friend for a ghost. Yet, the following day, the father makes a shocking discovery that may dispel this notion. Take a look.
Hi. I just wanted to say that this is the next day after Rowan's been telling us about that ghost that he saw, and we just realized he's been telling us a black man was in here with big hair, with big black hair, and he was in this room. We didn't know, but we were looking around and we found out that this piece of little furniture, this thing my mom gave us, we found it in the corner. It's called a unity carving. See? And it's carved from one piece of wood. And look at this that we found on it, and we didn't even know. But speaking of Ghana is in Africa, so this is, and we looked up, it's made from all one piece of wood. It's like this artistic thing that, it's like hard to make or whatever, and they probably get paid very little, which is why they're able to resell these for fairly cheap in the United States. But we think maybe the person who crafted it was the ghost or something, or connected to this. The person connected to this thing was the ghost. Okay, so we just thought I'd add that tidbit in. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? Is the piece responsible for the man that Rowan sees? Or is it all due to an overactive imagination?
Overactive imagination. That sounds like you. Squirmy the wormy.
During a live stream on YouTube, something pretty creepy was caught on camera. The two people in this video are a mother and her son, who are shooting a live video on their YouTube channel known as Laura's Kitchen. The channel itself is solely based on cooking homemade meals, which Laura films herself doing. From videos about making deviled eggs, to showing how to make a Dutch cucumber salad, there's not a single video on this channel about anything paranormal, which makes this video even more believable. As Laura and her son were live streaming on their channel, something very strange happened. Ever since then, they can't shake the feeling that their house is haunted. After 24 minutes into the live stream, Laura is telling a story when all of a sudden, the following happens.
At the back door, the dog had to pee, and there's a button that says
Daytona
pee
Bikeway.
at the back door. And I'm like, wow, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee-pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button, and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So, anyways. zone. What? Is that what that was?
Ah!
That scared me.
Yeah, I know it scared me too. Are you scared?
What was that?
Is Layla scared?
Yeah, they're scared.
It's right there. Pick it all up. Holy.
Now that cup just shattered.
Oh my god, I'm really scared.
Come on, man, back off. You don't need to be all over me. Stop.
I'm scared, that girl.
Are you freaked out right now?
Chill out, squirmy wormy.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I called you squirmy wormy.
Hold on. Let me just say goodbye.
It was only after a viewer of the live stream had told them about the cabinet that they realized the source of the sound. It was then later that more activity had occurred. Now, what's even more strange about this is that earlier in the live stream, Laura had been talking about her dead mother, who had passed away 20 years ago. Based on the footage, viewers believe that her deceased mother might be responsible for the strange activity. But of course, as with most videos, it's not certain if something paranormal was accountable for this. Doubtless, this odd occurrence has left Laura and her son terrified. But what do you think? Had something paranormal been caught on camera? Or is there some other explanation for this? A mother hides a camera inside her daughter's bedroom and ends up capturing something pretty creepy. Now, the video itself comes from Leo Lourdes, the mother in question, who recently moved into a new home with her small daughter. Ever since moving in, she's noticed that her daughter has been talking to an imaginary friend. Although it's normal for young children to have make-believe friends, there's something about this imaginary friend that doesn't sit well with
I don't
Leo.
know, Nigel.
Oh, yeah, me neither. I
So
don't have
you
any
just
imaginary
moved
friends. Do you have any
into-
imaginary friends?
No, Nigel, I don't have any imaginary friends.
Moving into this old house,
That's a good thing.
my
Gotta stick
daughter
together.
has been talking to an imaginary friend, except for it feels really real. Obviously, it's an imaginary friend, but it's been weirding me out, and I'm wondering if something is triggering it or why it's happening. So I put this camera down, and I'm just gonna
Stop.
let it run, and we'll see.
No, Nigel, I'm scared.
Curious as to what goes on inside her daughter's bedroom when she's not around, Leo places the camera on a stand and lets her record 24/7. At first, nothing strange is captured, but then, one night, after having dinner, Leo's daughter goes to her bedroom and plays with her so-called imaginary friend. What was captured has left Leo disturbed. Take a look.
Hey guys, this is what the camera picked up, captured, whatever, a couple nights ago. And I'm freaked out. I really don't know what to make of this.
It sounds beautiful and funny. What do you want to see?
Dude, back off. Y'all getting up all about me. I don't like that.
I'm scared, Nigel.
Well, just be scared. Squirmy the wormy. Get in my personal space, you squirm the worm.
Do you want to
Nigel, you're not very nice.
Do you want to sleep? Come on, please.
What do you think's gonna come out of that closet?
nothing. Is that you, Rob?
Maybe it's Duke Rose.
You know you do, Bruce?
I don't know. Maybe it's Black Dragon.
Black Dragon don't play in closets.
Oh, okay. Black Dragon don't play in closets. All right. It's probably Hollywood and Chinatown. Yeah, they're closet people. I don't know. Hollywood might have to get you, Squirmy Wormy.
Somehow, the door opens on its own. Seeming confused and scared, Leo's daughter carefully walks out of the room. The strangest part about this, though, is the audio of the footage. If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like a deep, rumbling noise coming out of nowhere. It happens right as the door opens by itself. Because of this, Leo thinks that whatever had opened the door was making this noise. But to her, it seems that her daughter's imaginary friend might have something to do with this. She has yet to figure out what exactly occurred that night, but for now, the question remains, was something paranormal actually caught on camera? Or could something else explain this? If there's one thing that makes the video twice as creepy, it's children staring at something that can't be seen. But even more unsettling is when something near them suddenly moves on its own, suggesting that something might actually be there.
Yeah, hang
This
out
next
with you,
video is just
Squirmy
as creepy
Wormy.
as the one described. Jamie Primack Sullivan is a mother whose daughter, who at the time of this recording, was acting very strange. According to Jamie, almost every night after tucking her daughter into bed,
I wouldn't be
she would
getting
catch her
used
staring
to
off at
doing
something in the
shows
corner of
with
the
me,
room,
Squirmy
even
the
though there
worm.
was clearly nothing there, except for
Yeah,
darkness.
girl.
Although creeped out by this common occurrence, it's the following incident that freaks out Jamie the most.
You know you want to touch
Jamie
my
and her daughter
Squirmy
Charlie are
Wormy?
filming themselves inside their home after going out for dinner.
Whoa, dude.
They vlog about their day
Chill out,
and
man.
eventually start
Wow.
talking about people in their family. However, when Charlie brings up Jamie's deceased grandmother in the conversation, things take a chilling turn. Watch.
Watch.
But where's your grandma?
Where is my grandma?
Heaven.
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
I'm in heaven. What did she do to make
Nitro?
her go up in heaven? Did she do a
Nitro
smoker?
said behave.
No, she didn't do a smoker.
Oh, so I get ready
She
to
was
run
just
off.
very old. She was
It's just a
almost
scary
93,
It's
and her
just a
body
scary
just got very tired. She was too old.
Was she did your grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
Now, Jamie adds that her grandmother had called her Jamila growing up, and that there's no way that her daughter could have known this, as she was never told about her nickname. Considering Charlie's odd behavior, such as seeing things that aren't there, among other strange incidents, there's no doubting that
Alright,
Jamie
calm
was
down.
deeply unsettled by this.
Squirmy Wormy is always
Just how
squirming
exactly
around.
did
He just
Charlie know
never
of her
said
mom's
still.
nickname that was given by her grandma, who's been dead for years?
You gotta hand up
While some think that Charlie could have been in contact with the spirit of her deceased great-grandmother, others aren't really sure what to make of this. But whether or not people believe her, Jamie's convinced that someone, or something, had made contact with her child. To this day, she isn't sure how exactly her daughter knew about her nickname. This next video shows a woman who appears to be very sick. The person recording claims that she might be on her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it an angel's hand? It's awful white light. It's a bright white light. That might be an angel.
What looks to be an arm reaching out to the woman on her supposed deathbed can be seen on camera. It reaches out as though whatever this is trying to comfort the sick woman. Some viewers have theorized that this might be the ghost of a loved one who is still looking after their partner from beyond the grave. Although pretty wholesome, it is solely a belief. Yet most viewers can't help but think this. But of course,
Yeah,
what
I
do you
think they
think?
reached out and touched
Had the ghost of a loved one paid a visit to this woman? Or is there a possible explanation for the ghostly arm? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. It's worth noting that the following video features a doll. So if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one. The video starts off with a child who seems very excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells her mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to tell their sister about this. However, it's what happens next that has left many viewers disturbed. Watch.
Ay, mira, ya aprendieron a hablar, ustedes. Sí. Ay, ya, sí, ya aprendieron a hablar, nada. Ay, Michi, voltea. Ay, voltea.
Ah! Calm down, man. It's just a head spinning
All
around
of a
like you never
sudden,
seen
what
The
appears to be a
Exorcist.
doll's head turns around on its own. Even more unsettling is that it turns its head seemingly at the request of the child, who kept asking to turn around and look at the camera. For this reason, viewers find this video to be evidence of something paranormal. It isn't obvious how the mannequin's head moved on its own, but as always, I'll let you come up with your own explanations. What was it exactly that made the doll's head move?
Probably an arm up its butt.
The following video
you're
was
crazy,
posted by a
squirmy
Reddit
the
user
worm.
whose family has been experiencing strange activity at home. One night, as both he and his family are asleep, his daughter's woken up by something. Her reaction can be heard on camera. Take a look.
I have to invite somebody else next time. You're kind of weird.
You're kind of weird too, Nightgirl. You're the one that's got you talking to an imaginary friend.
You're not imaginary. You're right here.
According to the daughter, she had seen a shadowy figure inside her room, causing her to react the way she did. She further adds that around the same time, her small radio had turned on by itself. Given all that occurred, one can understand why she was totally freaked out and why the family was shaken up. But this hadn't been the only incident that scared them, as something far more strange had taken place a few weeks prior. It's 3 in the morning when this happens. An unusual sound can be heard coming out of nowhere. The father says he has no idea as to where the sound came from, but whatever it was, it definitely spooked them. But for now, these 2 videos have left the family scratching their heads, as they can't think of anything to explain them. Now the following video barely has any information. Where exactly this video had come from is unknown, as the original source is a total mystery. All that is known is that it was found by someone online who reposted the video. In it, a small child is seen lying at a doorway when something pretty baffling happens. Take a look. According to viewers, it seems that the child was either kicked or pushed by an unseen force. Even before it happens, they seem to be scared of something, as though they are trying to get away from whoever or whatever's inside
It
this
looked
room.
like somebody punted that
The
baby.
lack of
didn't it?
info and the unknown source of this video makes it hard to determine if it's paranormal or not. For now, it remains a mystery until more info is
You know
brought
anybody
forward.
that punts babies?
No, Nigel, I don't know anybody that punts babies.
Yeah, that's not right, is it?
An indoor home security camera captures something pretty creepy on footage. Not much info is given on this video, but it still speaks for itself. A child is walking through a kitchen when suddenly they stop to look at something. What happens next is beyond strange. Take a look.
You see that, Nigel?
Yeah, I saw that. Tried to yank it out of that little girl's hand, didn't you?
Yeah. That little girl reminds me of Leila.
Reminds you of Layla? Yeah.
The child, without warning, stops in their tracks and stares at something
Layla's a
as though
little
someone
devil
were
like
blocking
you,
their path.
squirmy wormy.
They then have a conversation with who or whatever it was that they were seeing. Now, the possibility of this being a child with an overactive imagination isn't ruled out, but the way in which they interact with the supposed imaginary friend is what
overactive
frightens the mother of this child.
Huh.
Rosie B., the mother in question, thinks that this may have been a ghost or some otherworldly entity that was forcefully trying to take away her daughter's toys. But even more unsettling is the fact that when Rosie asked her daughter as to who she was talking to, she responded by saying that it was a little girl and a little boy. Overall, though, this video is quite strange. The mother has yet to find out the history of her home, as she thinks this might explain this odd occurrence. But until then,
What?
this video remains a mystery.
Last one.
A woman is alone at home when something pretty creepy is caught on camera. The following video comes from a woman who lives alone with her 2 cats. Every so
Here,
often,
kitty,
her
kitty,
cats would
kitty,
do things
kitty.
that would make her question whether or not they were children in their past lives. To her, it feels as though she's living with kids. Given how much she loves her cats, she buys a camera to see what they do when she's away from home. The camera she gets has an auto-tracking feature, which basically means that the camera points to wherever it senses movement, tracking wherever the cats go. Although recording everything they do, it seems that buying the camera was a bad idea, as ever since having it, it's been capturing things that are scaring her. The following are just some of the things that happen when she's away from home. Take a look.
Chillax. It'll be alright. They can't do this to you.
From strange noises that come out of nowhere, to unseen forces that are picked up by the camera, the woman is beyond spooked. Now, it's not only when she's gone that strange things happen. There have been countless instances when something unexplainable occurred while being at home. On one occasion, the woman is in the kitchen when all of a sudden, an object on her shelf just launches off on its own.
You see that, Nigel?
Yeah, I seen it.
But creepiest of all is when one day, while sitting on the couch, this happened. The woman is certain that there was no draft when this happened, as according to her, the whole apartment is sealed just tight enough to prevent any airflow from outside. Given that this has never happened before, she finds this very unusual. Sadly enough, it's incidents like this, among many others, that's been causing her a lot of anguish, as she doesn't know what to do to stop this. Whatever it might be that's going on, it's taking a toll on her mental health. Out of all occurrences, one in particular has pushed her to take action by seeking help from others. The incident is nonetheless pretty creepy. This is what was caught.
Tu l'as fait quoi? Toi, viens. Attends.
Chill out, man.
Connard. Espèce de connard. Viens. C'est important, malade. Viens. C'est-moi. C'est-moi, regarde. C'est-moi. Viens. C'est-moi, t'inquiète pas. C'est rien, hein?
Yeah, it was kind of scary, wasn't it? All right, everybody. I think that's going to wrap up. That's going to wrap up today. So, me and Squirmy Wormy. Can you say hello to everybody out there, Squirmy Wormy? You want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. Squirmy the Wormy.
All right, everybody. Squirmy the Wormy did a reaction video with y'all. So, Layla, Grandpa loves you.
Layla.
All right, everybody. Squirmy the Wormy. I don't think he'll be back. Peace out. Like, subscribe, and share.